place your mouse over the calculator collection, then you will see again the 3 button appearing on your right. Click on it, then you have the option here to add a request. Click on Add Request. Once you do that, you will be requested to enter the request name. So here, as we are making a GET call to mathgs.org, I'm going to call this Level 1 Beginner Calculator API. Once you enter it, you can also enter the description, but for now we will skip it and just copy this, place it back here. Once you have done this, click on Save to Calculator APIs. I click on this, then you will see your first and new request appearing under your new collection, as you can see here. So then click on your requests. So click on this, then you will see this new tab appearing. You can see a lot of things like params, authorization, headers, body, pre-request script. But for now, we're going to focus only on one thing, the request URL. Here, it is where you're going to enter the URL to access the API that you want to call. And in our example, as we want to make an API call to mathgs.org, so this website here is called api.mathgs.com. So if you go there, you can see in their website the link, the URL that you have to use in order to make a GET call. So we're just going to copy this and then place it right here. Then that is not all. After that, we have to enter the expression that will contain our request to the specific API. In our case, I want to make some simple calculation. So in order to do that, what am I going to do? I'm going to enter an expression. And here, in order to have an expression, you have to put a expression here, such as expression equal, I want to calculate the square root, for example, of 4. Once I have it, I want just to make the simple calculation. What is the square root of 4? Once I have it, then you can send this call to this API and they are going to send us back the answer. So you have to click on the send button, which is right here on the left. So I'm going to click on the send button. Once you send it, you can see that API is sending us back an answer, is sending us back a response. So if you go all the way down here, you can see the response has been 2, which means that API thinks that the square root of 4 is 2, and this is what we are getting back. And another important thing is to see the status. So the 200 status means okay, meaning our expression has been validated by this API and it is sending us back this response. Great. Now that we have seen this, we can add more things to our expression. For example, you don't have to enter it here in the URL. You can also enter the value right here. So next to this, I want to say the square root of 4 multiplied by the square root of, let's say, 81. Then this whole thing, I want them to divide it by 20. Yeah, I want this one. You can see with me as I type, it's also being updated in the URL right here on top. Once this is done, then I want to send it. I send it. Then it gives us back again an answer, which is 0.9. And this is what we want. And this is how you do a simple GET request of an API. We want to make it a little bit more complex and make a post call. To do that, we are going to create a new request. Again, to create a request, you have to put your mouse over the collection and look at your right and click on the three button. Then choose Add Request. Here we are going to call it differently this time. We are going to call it Level 2 Beginner Calculator API. Again, you can enter the description right here, then click on Save to calculate your API. Once you do that, you will see your second request appearing under your collection. Here we go, we're going to click on it, but you can see with me that by default we are getting a GET request. This is not what we want this time. We want this time to make a POST request. So to do that, we have to go right here and click on this arrow. It's down arrow. We're just going to click on it. Then instead of GET, we will select POST. You can see with me that you have much more options, but for now we're going to click on POST. Once you have it, now this means we are not only going to call to make a simple GET, so we are not just going to get some data from that API, but we want to send more data in the body of our request, then wait for a response from the API. Again, we are going to use the same API, which is mathjs.org. If we go back there, they are giving us more options, so we go right there. If we go down, we will see POST request, and for the POST request, again they are proposing us to use this URL. So I'm just going to copy this, go back and place it right here. Once that is done, what we need to do now, we are not going to add an expression here, but we want to add more details of the operations that we want to do in the body. So go right here under this, you can see there is params, authorization, headers, and body. We want to go on body, so click on this. Once you click on this, you will see much more options appearing under body. So right here, we want to go to raw data because we want to send GMS content. So that's why we go on raw. And then once you click on raw, you can see right here that there is a text option appearing. So click on this, then you have to specify which structure you want to send. In our case, we want JSON. So we're going to click on JSON. Once you have this, then it means inside the body you have to put content with JSON format. So if you are not familiar with JSON format, I'm going to leave down below the comment section a reference to our next video about JSON. For now, we are going to create the JSON content. So here we want to send an expression, and by that I'm just gonna have this one and write express, and then this one right here I'm going to put all my expression in between here. So I want to say, for example, a equal to 2 plus 2. Yeah, I just want to say A equal 2 plus 2. Then I want this API to tell me, okay, what is the value of A at the end? If A equals 2 plus 2, then what is A? So then I'm just going to send this one. We can see down here that it's giving us the result, and the result is 4, which is correct. So now we understand a little bit how this is going to work. Our expression is going to be under the body, so we can play a bit more with it and get more response from the API. This time, let's say 2 multiply by 2 plus 8. I want to know what is the answer here. Then I put a comma. I want to add another expression. I want to say A divided by 2. So basically, I get the value of A here. Then I want to take that A and divide it by 2. Then next expression is going to be something different. So in this case, I'm going to, let's say, ask 5, what is 5.08 centimeter in inches? For example, then we have to put it again in this format. We have to put it in this format, and here we see there is an issue. I have to add more spaces. Yeah, okay, because it is an array which contains a lot of expression, we have to add the sign here. Yes, there you have a valid JSON. So we have an expression where we want to get the answer of A. What is A? A equals 2 multiplied by 2 plus 8. Then once we get the answer of A, we want to divide A by 2. Then next to it, we want to know what is 5.08 centimeter in inch. So then we want to send this. Once you send it, you go all the way down in the response body. You can see that the calculation that they are giving us back is 20, so A equals 20. Then when you divide 20 by 2, you have 10, and then 5.08 centimeter in inches is 2.000 inch. So you have an idea of what we can do with this API. We can do so much more. Just to show you, we can also try to convert pounds in kilos or yards in foot. So let's see. We can do something like this. Okay, as you can see, I've added 2 more expressions. I want to know what is 100 pounds in kilos, and also I want to know what is 50 yards in foot. So I'm going to send this. We have our answer here. So we know now that 100 pounds equals 45 kilos, and then 50 yards will be equal to 150 foot. So here we go. You have an idea now how to create a collection in Postman, how to create your get request in Postman, how to create your post request in Postman, and you are ready to get started.